Food and weight obsession can be exhausting. Losing weight, gaining weight, dieting, feeling like a failure because you missed a workout, binged, overate, or gained all the weight back. The cycle is endless and it can be maddening. But I'm here to say you can stop the mental madness. You can take back control of your food behaviors, but you have to face your fears, you have to ask for help, and make a change. I am Leslie M. Thornton, permanent weight loss coach from hpwl.co. This is Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss, and I know you can make this happen. On this podcast, you will hear how to stop the mental madness, love your body, trust your food decisions so you can create a life of happiness, freedom, and inner peace. Hello, Leslie M. Thornton, Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss. Congratulations to our most recent Fast Track to Freedom clients. They have made the empowered choice to invest in themselves and their permanent weight loss journey this year. They took advantage of our year-end offer. And I just want to say thank you to my team for all the support with the year-end offer. We've never done anything like that before, and it is now officially closed. So thank you. And I'm so delighted that, our creating that energy and space has given 2 more people the opportunity to change their lives. In addition to that, we had 1 new member join our new emotional mastery group program, which is designed for people who are not ready for the full program, but do want to experience some of the benefits of hypnosis, as well as emotional mastery and coaching. So if that is anything anyone is interested in, you can check out our website, hpwl.co, and check out our programs section. Under emotional mastery, you can actually sign up immediately right on the site, and we'll be in contact with you soon to let you know the date and time of your first emotional mastery group coaching call. I am so delighted for our most recent clients and for just all of the new energy that's surrounding 2024. I hope that you're feeling some of the good energy as well. I don't know about you, but I was ready for 2023 to be over. And I am feeling the positivity and just all the connection and the groundedness and everything to really get back into impacting a lot of people this year. I really feel excited about shifting my focus back to just knowing the incredible service that our program has for people, and continuing to revamp the podcast, and not only that, revamp the program. We have a lot of exciting things in the works for the program, and I'm just so excited. This last year has been so incredible. I was actually just reflecting on my last quarterly goals and some really exciting things. We did a TEDx talk, which is still coming out. I know many people have been asking me when the heck it's coming out. It's coming out, and I don't know the exact date yet. But when it is out, I will be sure to let the podcast community know, the Hypnosis for Permanent Weight Loss community know, so you can get the benefits of that. It was called How to Master Your Emotions in 90 Seconds. And it's just really the key to life is when we really master our emotions and get clear on what we actually desire. And a place that I see most of us struggle, especially when it comes to not being able to stay consistent with our eating, with our weight loss, with our health goals, is the fact that we're not present to what we actually want right now. Because the truth is that things shift. You can still be a person who highly values your health and your happiness, and life may be asking you to focus on something else, though, in a bigger way, in a way, no, just a bigger way than having your health be the first thing in line. Now, when I say that, as a highly, I highly value health myself, and that was one of the hardest things for me, was actually honoring and owning the fact that the tides had changed for me, and it no longer was about having the skinniest body in the room. and looking the best in bathing suit photos. It became, how can I actually just find balance with my eating and not diet anymore, and just be able to eat a damn cheeseburger and not think about it for the next 29 days after I eat it, and have all of that negative mental spiral happening. I became aware of the term orthorexia, which just means being hyper fixated on absolutely every single truth about health, aka, inflammation and what causes cancer. I was also found that I had a deep-seated fear about death and dying. And so my top value of, being so perfect about everything that I was putting in my body and having that skinny body so I could attract the right man, and had all of these beliefs and all of this negativity surrounding this entire area of my life. Like, it was not sustainable. And yep, so I own that. I want to eat a damn cheeseburger, not think about it this year. I want to be around other body positive people that also value their health and their life goals. It doesn't mean we're condoning being unhealthy. It just means, how can I like make peace in this area of my life once and for all? And around other people that don't judge each other for what they're eating, and nobody cares about what you're eating. They just want you to be happy and healthy and free and aligned with what matters to you in your life. I just was really yearning for that. And the Weight Watcher kind of vibe was like completely nothing that I wanted anymore. It felt very surface to me. It felt very unfulfilling, unsatisfying. Like, it felt like shallow. Uh, to think about doing that. And I'm sharing this, if Weight Watchers is working for you right now, that's totally great. If it feels like the most exciting thing ever, then go for it. I just know that our success comes with where our energy is. And yeah, so sharing from a space, because again, sometimes when you've been dieting your whole life, we barely ever slow down enough to ask ourselves those deeper questions about, what do you actually desire now? Recognizing that you are not the same person that you were 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and also looking at where your diet mentality stuff started. For some people, it was after a nasty divorce or toxic relationship or marriage. For some people, it was after their children happened. For some people, it was a major diagnosis. For some people, it's a major loss in their life. For some people, it's been happening since they were teenagers and they compared themselves to their sisters, to their prettier friends who had boyfriends and they didn't. It came from their mothers who were constantly dieting. It came from anybody else but you. It came from you being an athlete in the past and learning about the way you should and shouldn't eat, which then, affected the way that your brain is wired, that has you be the way that you are with food, body, and weight today. There's just an endless amount of places that it could have started. But again, when we stop being able to stay consistent and motivated the way we did in the past, it's just a sign that there's actually a new truth for you. There is a new possibility. There's a deeper yearning. Your body's asking you for something different. One of our newest clients experienced a tremendous amount of loss in her family in 2020, not even due to the pandemic, but just happened to have her parents pass away during that time. And she knows that she's still experiencing that grief. And that's been a major reason why she hasn't been able to get her energy back up and stay consistent with her eating. And it's just owning this, right? And like, how can we create that safe place for us to talk about what's going on with our food issues, use this time of hardship as a really rich opportunity to look at what maybe was hidden in the background for such a long time with your relationship with yourself, that ties in with all of your food, body, and weight stuff, and like turn it into gold this year. It's just like the best. Like, when you can change your pain into your greatest growth opportunity instead of the time in your life when you gain the most weight. It's just incredibly powerful and moving. And when we can approach life that way, because let's be honest, life is full of challenges and curveballs thrown at us that we're not anticipating. But it can make the journey so much more exciting, so much more meaningful. Um, and like we can experience that gratitude day to day, even when things are really rough and hard. And we're starting to say to ourselves things like, what's wrong with me? And I'm not good enough. And, you know, I don't have any value or whatever could be going on in the background that has us hide out, has us overeat, has us overindulge. Some people binge eat. For some people, it's just a lack of activity, like you just don't have any energy at all. And what people are most surprised about once they start the program is how quickly their energy can come back. And my intention for all my clients is that you're all empowered to take back control over the way you feel at any moment that does not have you just only run to the kitchen cabinet and, you know, go through the drive-through and all of those different behaviors and habits. I remember doing that myself and it being just a very painful experience and embarrassing and shameful, and I had no safe place to really talk about it. And um that's the container that I just really truly enjoy providing for people. Is just there's nothing that you can say to me about what you do or don't do that's gonna create any kind of negative judgment. It's only love for you in this situation and opportunity, right? I'm highly trained in being able to catch your patterns and your behaviors, on top of me learning to have a healthy relationship with food where there isn't guilt and shame. The story that I tell, all the time, that I heard one time, was that there's a yogi sitting on a park bench with his mentee, and they were both eating an ice cream cone. And the yogi said to the mentee, "You want to know the difference between your ice cream and my ice cream?" He said, "I'm eating ice cream, you're eating guilt and shame." And when I heard that, I was like, I am 100% always eating guilt and shame. And because I'm never actually eating the damn ice cream, then and I'm eating guilt and shame, that guilt and shame would breed more guilt and shame. And then I would need to numb out with more ice cream that was guilt and shame. And I was never actually eating the food. I was only eating my feelings. And that is just the vicious cycle that we get stuck in. And whenever I saw a photograph of myself, I'd be sent in a downward spiral. I'd be thinking all negative thoughts. And it was like I couldn't get myself to really stay and get back on a diet again. And I just felt like I was going to like fall into a pit of death of my own demise. It was just um, not a fun time, not going to lie. Um, and everybody's journey looks different. It was the same with the scale for me. If I saw the number continue to go up and I'd be fixated on it going down, and had relationship issues going on at the same time. And it was just like a lot that, you know, was ready to be pulled apart. And next week, I am doing a presentation for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. They have a student leadership program and they raise money for leukemia and lymphoma as these students. And I was asked to do a presentation on what has led me to actually experience success in my life. And for me, it was this constant, like, need to say yes to what I actually desire in my life. If I saw people traveling the world and it's what I had a burning desire to do, like I had to say yes to that. And what would happen if I really wasn't liking my job anymore, which I didn't, and I had a burning desire to be a coach, which I did, then I have to do it. Now, and if I had a burning desire to learn how to eat a damn cheeseburger and not go nuts in my own head about it, then I have to do that thing. Now, what comes with that, there needs to be courage with the saying yes to what it is that your dream is. So, you know, for me to quit my job, like I had to then learn how to create mental freedom for myself around that being possible. I had to get past my fears of what was going to happen if I didn't have health insurance and a 401k and this type of stuff. In order for me to be able to eat a damn cheeseburger and not think about it, I needed to get past all my fears of weight gain. I needed to get past my fears of no, like people not being attracted to me anymore. I had to get past all of these fears that come up. And it's my belief though is that our desires are given to us, and the I think it's the Latin derivative of the word desires of the Father, right? So they're like divine, truly divine, what it is that you want more than anything. And my belief is that when you actually listen and you answer that call, despite those challenges, that's where health follows this. That it's when we're resisting what is, and you're trying to beat yourself up to just lose weight and try to control the only thing that you know to control in your life, to try to feel good enough or worthy or lovable or pretty enough, etc. Like that only creates more stress and havoc in the body. It creates more emotional eating in the long term. And it's just holding you back from living the life that you're truly meant to be living. And, the sooner that we can say yes to whatever is true now, the sooner the next, intuitive download of what's next for you can happen. For me, it was whenever I was procrastinating my truth that life got really hard and painful. And it was as soon as I actually would get quiet and ask myself, what do I truly want more than anything? I did a interview recently on my main Facebook page with Josh Price, a client of mine. And we were talking about in 2024, if no one could see you, what would your goal be? And I really want to invite you to reflect on that because it's really powerful. And you might surprise yourself with what comes out. It might be different than what you actually desire. And then once I actually say yes to it, it's like, okay, well, now I'm scared because I'm going to have to go against everything that I did up to this point, right? Like I knew all the science behind sugar and flour and how it hurt my body. And I knew all the signs of inflammation and how that can affect your body. And, so I knew that if I was going to have to learn how to eat a damn cheeseburger, I was going to have to face these huge fears. So immediately I look for a coaching program that's going to align with where I want to go. It has a coach that overcame what it is that I want to overcome, and that has that level of support and mindset required to change my patterns, my way of thinking, so I can again be aligned again and receive whatever is truly next for me. It has been that process over and over and over again that I'm excited to share with those students next week, that has given me my life. By age almost 35, I own 2 houses. I have a beautiful dog. I'm in a stable, happy relationship. I traveled 12 countries in 2.5 years and lived abroad, India, Australia, New Zealand. I've created really healthy relationships with my family members, which was not always the case. I, have had a successful business and podcast. It's ranked 1% globally. We have not missed a week. Maybe we missed 1 week. I think last summer we missed a week for our first time. Anyway, since I started in 2020, and just the amount we've helped hundreds and hundreds of clients get out of this mentality. And it truly is my ministry. And I truly am so, 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 so looking forward to 2024, and just giving you the best of me and just showing you what's possible for you. I really, truly believe that we all are here for a reason, for a purpose. And sometimes it's by saying yes to these things that seem maybe dumb or stupid, or maybe it's not worth it for me, but still feels true to your heart, right? Like me, who knew that me saying yes to learning how to eat a damn cheeseburger and not have a huge mental turmoil about it would lead me to all the places it led me. It led me to figuring out the full recipe to food freedom that I've offered to hundreds of people now. It led me to come back home and to, really be at peace and at home within myself, as well as in my external environment with all the relationships around me. And it just keeps getting better. So I want that same thing for you. If you want it this year, if you are ready to book a call, go to our website, hpwl.co. Again, we are revamping the program. So if you've been thinking about joining in the past, then definitely connect with us again and ask us what's changing. So thanks so much. I'm going to do a kickoff call for one of our newest clients and start our group coaching tonight. See you next time. If you are serious about taking action on your struggle with food, body, and weight, then this is for you. Go ahead and text the word hypnosis to 855-BE-ALIVE. That's 855-232 5483. Immediately after texting that number, you will get access to our free training that will tell you why you can't figure the food, body, and weight thing out, why you can't keep weight off even after you've been successful in the past, and how to actually overcome it, including a mini hypnosis session at the end. Don't miss out. Text the word hypnosis to 855-BE-ALIVE. That's 855-232-5483.